In a surprising twist, David, God's anointed future king, seeks refuge among Israel's enemies. It's a strategic move, but a morally gray one, okay? This chapter shows the tension between survival and faith and the cost of living in enemy territory. The first part of this chapter covers David's fearful reasoning. One day, Saul would catch me. There's nothing better for me than to escape to the land of the Philistines. David doubts his safety in Israel despite all God's past protection. He decides to go live under Achish, king of Gath. Yes, the same Gath where Goliath came from, okay? Even faithful people can grow weary and make decisions based on fear, not faith, right? The second part of the chapter covers David settles in Philistine territory. David takes his 600 men, their families, and reallocates to the Gath. Saul stops pursuing him, believing David's gone for good. Saul gets temporary peace, but at a cost of living among God's enemies, right? The third part of the chapter covers Ziklag is given to David. David asks Achish for a place to stay outside the royal city. Achish gives him Ziklag, which becomes a base for David's operations for the next 16 months. Ziklag is in Philistine territory, but becomes part of Judah's future inheritance, okay? The fourth part of this chapter covers David's raids and deception, right? From Ziklag, David raids neighboring enemies groups. Geshurites, Girgashites, and Amalekites, right? He kills everyone, men and women, so no one can report what really happened. But to Achish he flies. I've been raiding Judahite village. Achish believes David is betraying his own people and says, He was made himself utterly hated by his people Israel. He'll be my servant forever. David plays a dangerous double game, fighting Israel's enemies but lying about it, right? What are the key lessons from this chapter from 1 Samuel chapter 27? Fear clouds faith. That's the first lesson. David had escaped Saul many times with God's help, but now he chooses survival by his own hand. Second lesson, even God's chosen can make compromises. David lies and kills to maintain his position. The Bible doesn't glorify this. It just shows it honestly. Third lesson, God can use flawed decisions to advance his plan. Ziklag, given by a Philistine king, becomes a stepping stone in David's rise. Fourth lesson, wisdom and deceit are not the same. David's clever, but he walks a fine line. He's protected, but not entirely righteous here. So, out of fear, David flees to the Philistines and settles in Ziklag. He gains breathing room from Saul, but at the cost of living deceitfully. He attacks Israel's enemies while pretending to be loyal to Achish. It's a morally complex chapter showing David's humanness and God's quiet sovereignty, right? If you enjoyed this chapter, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, okay? And I see you in the next one.